Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Here we are on the opening day of the 2023 NFL season, and to kick off the season, we have the Lions playing the Super Bowl defending champs, the Chiefs. This isn't the same Lions team we've seen in years past. Last year, Dan Campbell took them from the basement of mediocrity, and they actually finished 9-8. They barely missed the playoffs, and Jared Goff showed he could be a franchise-leading quarterback. Under Jared Goff's emergence, they can't be missed Amon St. Brown's emergence, as well as the true number one wideout, and I honestly think a top 10 receiver in the league this year, barring injury. Based on some moves made in the offseason, I'm definitely expecting the defense to be stronger as well. They picked up safety Chauncey Gardner-Johnson from the Eagles, and they also drafted Alabama DB Brian Branch while adding Cameron Sutton through free agency. This should bolster one of the stronger passing defenses in the league this season. Coming into the season, I do feel confident about Detroit's front seven just due to the emergence of Aiden Hutchinson last season, as well as consistent tackler Alex Anzalone. Simply put, Dan Campbell is establishing a real identity and a real culture with the Detroit Lions, and he did it pretty fast, a lot quicker than I think people expected him to. They let Jamal Williams go in free agency, but they made up for that move by drafting the versatile Jahmyr Gibbs from Alabama as well. Man, there's a lot of SEC boys out here in the league. They also added Chicago's old running back David Montgomery too. So, the Lions backfield should be good, especially with that front line. They have a very experienced front line and a very big front line. Tonight will be their opportunity to put the world on notice as they are playing the reigning Super Bowl champs, as I mentioned earlier, and they're doing so without them at 100%. Travis Kelce unfortunately hyperextended his leg in practice, and Chris Jones is holding out, creating some problems for that defense. And, Travis Kelce is Pat's number one target. One thing about it is Patrick Mahomes will always be Patrick Mahomes. And what I mean by that is he'll consistently give you points, move the ball downfield, make the throws he needs to make. That's just who he is, and that's why he's gotten 2 Super Bowls by the age of 27. But not only that, they have one of the best coaches of all time in Andy Reid, who can adapt on the fly, plug and play. He's a very, very good offensive guy, and I think it will present some challenges to the Detroit Lions defense, but I also think that they'll be able to withstand it. With Travis Kelce possibly being out, this means that MVS, Kadarius Toney, and Sky Moore have to step up. I think that they're more than capable, as they proved that in the Super Bowl last year. To hold their own and make their own plays, when the moment's the biggest. But no Chris Jones on that defense is a complete game changer. As I was looking at the players that might be starting today on the line, there was a significant size difference between the Lions O lineman and the Chiefs D lineman. I'd say that the Lions on average outweighed the Kansas D lineman by about 70 pounds and had about 5 inches on them in height. Be on the lookout for a high-scoring affair when these guys play each other, because that's how it's been in the past. Last time these two teams played, they combined for 64 points. The final score was 34-30. No Chris Jones in the middle opens up that field, especially when they can hit the second level. You got guys as fast as Jahmyr Gibbs, who he can switch on a dime. The Chiefs got to be ready for that, and I don't know how they're going to play that, because they might not be able to penetrate the line how they need to disrupt that. So overall, there are questions about the Chiefs' defense, also how the offense might work without Travis Kelce tonight, and we understand how explosive the Detroit Lions offense can be and has been in the past. If I were making any bets tonight, I would say take the over. Last time I checked the over, it was at 52.5. I'm pretty sure the line's probably moved about a point and a half now, so it's probably 53.5. Also, you should take the Lions to cover. I do believe that they'll outright win, but this game is at Arrowhead Stadium, so Uh, Kansas City has a really, really strong home crowd, but take the Lions to cover, and take the over. And I think you might just be a happy person today. So thank you for checking out NFL's recap with Trey, and I hope you subscribe. Have a nice day.